I kid you not, I saw something. I'm gonna cry. Like a hectic intro. So much has happened already. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. I don't want to say this is going to be the year whatever, because people said I'm excited for 2020 and we all saw that was not it. Since it's my first time doing it, I'm going to try and explain everything I do along the way. So this is a beginner friendly guide for the ones that are new to it. I'm happy that we can embark this path together. I'm excited for us. I've seen so many beautifully crafted ones, but I just wanted to add like a little spiritual twist to bolster my mindfulness and just being present while also being organized, because I noticed that the times that I slack off or that I'm just like, whew, I got so scared. Look at this! Someone wants to join the video.
Attention seeker. Character here, but honestly, just go for it.
Okay. So I'm in the midst of... No! She died. Wow. That was so coordinated. She didn't die. We're just the fireworks. How is that called in English? In Italian it's coccinella. It's not a cockroach. It's like...
Ladybug.
No, it's not ladybird. What is it? No, it's not ladybird. She's not a bird. Lady insect. Yeah, so the times that I tend to just like slack off and just kind of be lazy is when I'm anxious about something that I have to do. I'm inspired and motivated when I have a lot of things to do. If I have a lot of things to do and I don't have a good regime to help me follow through with my own intentions, and the whole like setting up like a lot of goals for myself and stuff is just counterproductive. And mind wandering is our default mode. That's what our mind likes to do for most of the time. So I think attention is definitely something that can be trained. And if you don't think that you're an organized person, then I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're not that special. Attention is trainable for every human in the planet. And if you're watching this, you probably are. Unless you're... I kid you not, I saw something. It was probably... I am just gotta go to sleep right now. I'm gonna cry. Well, for the humans watching this, before this paranormal experience, what I was saying, I chose to kind of pair the mindfulness and therapeutic aspect with organization. So let's start with the basics. Bullet journaling, for those of you who are new to it, is a method that was developed by designer Ryder Carroll. And what's very interesting is that if you actually go to his website, bulletjournal.com, on the homepage, it says that bullet journaling is a mindfulness practice disguised as a productivity system. I really love this definition because I think it encompasses my reason for starting it. This website explains the official method, let's say, to organize your bullet journal, but obviously it is a very customizable practice, and I would encourage everyone to just experiment a little bit to find what really works best for you. In the website, they also sell notebooks that are specifically designed for bullet journaling, but the one that I chose is from the brand Paper Blank, and this specific edition is called Dharma Dragon, and it was designed by an artist called Android Jones. This design was actually not one of my favorites, but as soon as I read the description, I couldn't help but buying it. And the whole point about this conjunction between digital art and this kaleidoscopic pattern is to focus on the potential for awakening and the power of the ancient third eye. And they themselves mention in the little description at the back that this is an invitation to push the boundaries of perception. When I saw this description, I instantly knew that I had to buy it. To start off, I wrote my name on the first page and then I drew the eye that was inspired by the design on the cover page. Then I drew this rose quartz to symbolize the protection that I'm calling upon me for the rest of the year. Next up, I drew the grid. If you're not familiar with it, I will link a few videos that explain really well how to construct it. But in brief, it is a skeleton that will serve as a reference for all the pages of your journal, so that you need to calculate how to divide your page into equal parts only once. And this is the finished page. Nothing too fancy, but very useful. For the next page, I wanted to set a theme that could encompass the primary goals for this year. In the past 12 months, the old habit to be too reactive has resurfaced, and it has compromised my inner peace. What is also contributing to an unstable mood in my case, as I think is in the majority of all cases of sadness or feeling discontent, is the lack of gratitude. So this phrase from the Guru Muji Baba remind me that the reason why things happen and when people say certain things will be revealed to me at a later time, and that in the present it is much better to be satisfied with what currently is rather than wasting my energy being ungrateful. Here I'm just building an outline of the entire year so that I can look back to it for major deadlines and events, so that it's very structured all together, and can just appreciate how satisfying this is. Straight after the monthly log, I put the page with the intentions and I created different categories. And I think this is a great way to kind of track your life on multiple aspects and for you to really choose what you want to focus on this year. What I also think is good is to have later on some monthly trackers that do reflect these intentions. For example, in healthy food, I have be consistent vitamin intake, and I think that's a really easy thing to track. So it's really good to just have consistency and homogeneity in your journal. Next up, I included a manifestation page, as I thought would go really well next to the intention one. I suggest being very detailed, as it helps to manifest exactly what you want to achieve, and also it helps you think exactly what you would like to achieve.
this page is for my apartment, and it actually ended up being my favorite page. As you will see, I am drawing some doodles, and I just think it's essential to just track all the things apartment-wise, such as cleaning, the bills, electricity. There's just so much to track when you're living by yourself, and I think it's great to just make it fun and cute. I added this window setup, which I think is very functional, as you don't have to keep writing the same things all over again, as I think I will have a lot to write about bills and electricity and to keep track of every month. After the more organizational part of the apartment, I included a more visual one, as me and my roommate, we are in the process of decorating our newly rented apartment, and I think it ended up being really helpful to select what pictures best represent my vision for it, as I am merging different styles together into an overall style that hopefully best represents me and my mood. In the next 4 pages, I created movie and book lists and logs, because it is always hard for me to remember what other people suggest and what I myself would like to suggest to other people. And I think this might be a really good idea to, even for the future, if I want to look something back or read a book again, because what ends up happening is I just have a list of random things that I don't really remember what they're about, and if I would actually like them or would like to read them. And I think books and movies are actually very important, so I would like to be more careful with my selection. Minimalism is a habit that I would like to implement in all aspects of my life, so I thought that creating a little page will help me really figure out what new habits I should implement, what kind of objects I should switch for better and more functioning ones. And there's this cool system of one in, one out of clothes, so you buy one and you sell one. And also I think minimalism is really sustainable, even for mental health, just sustainable mental health, how to just be happy in the long term, to clean up and like declutter even your mental space. as I just mentioned, related to minimalism is sustainability. And something that I've recently become very, very interested in is intersectional sustainability. So sustainability related not just to the environment, but also to mental health and products, habits, and basically all aspects of life. So I think this page is going to help me really see how I can just improve my overall sustainability. I have a project that I would like to start and to be serious about. It's called Risa, and this is a page that's going to help me kind of like targeting the milestones and creating a timetable for the near and far future. And I paired it with a really cool quote that will just help me manifest throughout the entire process. A prospect for 2022 is to manage my spendings a little better and just to be more in control and in a better awareness of what flows in and out. So what's cool about this method is that by using this transparent paper, you can graph the outflow and the inflow in the paper so that you can compare the two and just graphically have a better grasp of what's really happening in your finances. And lastly, for my 2022 BuJo, I included a vision board of just all around things that I would like to include in my life and that I would like to be abundant on, such as friends and nature, creativity. I included a black tourmaline stone and just cool fashion, happiness, and spiritual guidance and protection.
Bye.